Hi guys, welcome to the second in my four-part series on the Harry Potter Hogwarts houses. Today, as you might have guessed, I'm doing Hufflepuff. Might surprise you, but this is actually my favourite house. I've always loved Hufflepuff, and to prove it, I have a Hufflepuff mug. I've had this for years, and I love them in the books, and I love them in the films, and I think they have really bad press. And so yeah, this is my favourite house and possibly my favourite look. The colours of the houses are black and yellow, and their little emblem is the badger. I'm not really sure why it's the badger, but yeah, that's about it for this. Hope you enjoy it, and yeah, stay tuned for more. Bye! So first of all, you probably guessed, we're going to prime our eyes with Urban Decay's Primer Potion. Take a little bit onto your ring finger, just pat all over the lid and right up to the brow bone as well. This new formula is great because it uses a lot less product than the old packaging, and it feels slightly more creamy rather than oily like the other one did. So the first colour we're going to use is a Barry Dazzle Dust, and it's called number 76. It's this bright yellow. Using a shadow brush, we're going to pack that onto the inner corner of our eye, tapping off the excess into the lid. The colour's not great. It's very, very glittery. It's got a lot of shimmer in it, so you have to pack quite a lot on. I found that a lot of yellow eyeshadows are like this. Really hard to get a decent colour. Take it above the brow bone as well, sort of halfway into the eye. You have to use a lot of product for this to get a decent colour. But it's only supposed to provide a base, really, this one. That's it for that base colour of yellow. For a more intensive colour, we're going to use the Sleek palette, and we're going to use Screwdriver, which is this bright, bright yellow. Using the same brush, same side of the brush, I'm going to pack that on top, focusing on the lid. And taking it right across. As you can see, this colour is much better. And better value for money, seeing as this was £6.99 and this was £4.50. But yeah. The main colour in this look is going to be yellow because obviously Hufflepuff, their main house colour is yellow. That's the yellow. I said yellow a lot. We're going to add a little bit more of a shimmer to it rather than a glitter. So I'm going to take another Dazzle Dust. This is number 29. And this just spilt everywhere upstairs again. I don't have much luck with Dazzle Dust. Same brush, same side. Tack that on top of the yellow. Almost softens the yellow. The other colour for Hufflepuff is black. Now there are lots of blacks in the market. Carbon by MAC is probably the best. But I'm today using the Sleek palette again, and I'm going to use Espresso Martini. I'm going to use a pencil brush, slide it into the black, Sweep it along the lashes and up into the crease. Get a V shape, then fill it in slightly and blend it upwards. Such a pigmented colour, such a good palette, I'm really impressed. Make sure they're kind of matching the other eye, but it doesn't matter at the moment because we're going to blend it out. Now the look at the moment in this eye is quite harsh, harsher than this one. Hufflepuff aren't harsh by character, so I like to think that I can soften it out a little bit. I'm going to use the same brush as the yellow, but I'm just going to flip it over to the clean side. I'm going to use Max Corduroy. Just take a little bit and kind of soften the black whilst blending it into the yellow. Once you soften the black, we're going to blend all the colours together and provide a highlight using Avon's Smooth Mineral in Exquisite. Taking Max 217 blending brush, tapping off any extra into the lid, going over the black, brown and yellow, take it out to the brown, into the corner, underneath the eye, then use an angled brush and corduroy again, and just brush a very thin line into your lower lashes. To line the eyes, we're going to use Urban Decay's 24/7 Glide On Pencil in 0. Line the lower waterline, lift, that transfers to the top, then add a little bit to the top waterline, just focusing in the corner. So I do a thin line of liquid eyeliner on the top lashes, without a wing at the end. And finish with a coat of your favourite mascara. I'm using Rimmel's Glam Eyes Day to Night. I'm using the volume brush or light brush. That's your eyes finished. To the face, I'm going to add a bit of warmth to my face. So I'm going to use Natural Collections Rosy Glow. On my cheeks, I'm going to use a kabuki brush. For a highlight, I'm going to use Baked by Urban Decay in their Get Baked palette. I'm just going to sweep that along the top of my cheeks. finally, the lips, I'm going to use this Barry lip gloss. Don't think it has a colour. Can't remember, it's all rubbed off. Just had a hint of gold in it. Finish the look off. There you have it, that's my Hufflepuff Hogwarts house inspired look. I hope you enjoyed this and maybe I've converted you to a Hufflepuff. Okay, see you later. Bye.